Okay, are you ready? It's gonna be the only Zato tournament footage of 2025 of Xrd that exists in all of YouTube. If I see Jacko, which I don't think there is, I might pull out Axel for one set maybe, but I think the majority is going to be Zato. so we will see. Hello, Zero. Thank you. It's been a long time with one of these. And also, something I really wanted to do for just ever since I've seen Rev Tuesday happen was make an East Coast version of it, essentially, where you have like a very small prize pool as a weekly or maybe like every 2 weeks thing, and just have people join. And it would be primarily East Coast, but allow anyone that has a decent connection in. But I would have to play the game a lot more actively to do that, and I don't know if I qualify right now. That was kind of the idea with the server that I already have, which is Eastern Canada Exord. But again, that didn't really take off because I was no longer playing all that much. That was around the time I shifted over to a different game. This character has some very minor niche combos like this, where it's very difficult execution-wise, but it has very little practical use, as in like the amount of increased value that you get from doing it is so little compared to... Like imagine you spend this amount of time into a soul route. You get so much return out of it more than a character like Zato, but it's pretty cool to see. You can combo this and link into that thing from IAD. But the JH after the IAD has to be delayed, which is not easy. It's like the IAD JH has to be delayed. The small attack that Eddie does has to be as early as possible so that it hits Milia at the highest point. This pickup has to be done at the lowest point. There's a lot of things going on. And I think this pickup specifically, like, it's really probably unrealistic in netplay. So the best you're gonna get is like something like this. Also, both hits has to connect. It's also another one of those where you have to be mid-screen. You can't be at the other side of the screen or at the corner. Which makes it effectively utterly useless. Oh, I got pinged. One sec. Okay, first match. It is a Bedman.
Get ready to rock. Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Turn up the heat. Not over yet.
なるほど、取るに足らない戦闘能力だが、ゴールと成功しないのは、
This matchup looks really bad when the Bedman is really good at zoning. That's kind of all he can do, I think.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Because imagine how like you're doing summons, you're doing drills, and it all expands your hurt box upwards. It's not a very fun thing for this character when you want to be doing those two things all the time. It's like 250 damage right there off that counter hit. Well, there it is. I'm pretty sure it's first to 2 for these sets, so GG's.
Good luck.
Now, this is Swiss format. But let me check the rules real quick. You think Start GG is faster to respond than when it used to be Smash GG? I think it's still just as bad, right? Maybe it's a little bit better. Do I have to wait until everyone in the first round is done? I think I do. Which means I think I'll just put this on right now. So people I know, this guy plays Axel, and I think Pot a little bit. This person plays Sin, I think. I just played this person as a Leo, as a Kum, I think. There's another Leo. And oh, there's Amelia here. And I think that's... Oh, there's a Venom, and I think this is... I think it's Leo, but I could be wrong. So it's still a lot of Midwest Leos, as usual. Oh, hold on, I can't close that page. I see this matchup a lot in old Mikado footage. Like the ones before everyone stopped playing from like 2017, 2018. But I don't know how much of a good matchup it is for either character. I think you can get a lot more damage there, but that's kind of hard to do on the fly. You basically never want to do those loops on characters that are not, or characters that are, yeah, characters that are not lightweights, I believe. Something you'll see a lot with all the Japanese Soul players, or most of the Japanese Soul players you find online, or like videos of online, you'll find that they're all really active in the air, and they always abuse JH, abuse JP, a shit ton every time. And it makes sense with how good of buttons they are, especially JH. Because you'd think like a character like Soul would be a little bit more grounded in this game, but it is not true. You just jump and Unga Bunga JH all the time. Oh, another super jump ID, not working. That's me, the first few games I pick up Soul every time. That could have comboed, I'm pretty sure. That JD, no, not JD, 2D. That works. Damn, I think the 5H wouldn't have worked anyways, he was too high up in the air. That was a surprisingly really good decision to not continue the combo, because anything more that he does recovers this burst gauge way too fast. So you just do double Fafnir, you end the combo, and then you do your one mix. Very good. Wonder if it was intentional or not. Okay, so I think we are doing the second round of games. I think I have to check in. Okay. This is Tom Tom, a Leo player. I think it's Leo. It could be. I always mix up the Soul, Leo, and Pot players for some reason, but I think it's Leo. Yeah, it's Leo. All right, good luck.
Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock.
Nice early stun. Expecting no bursts early. All gorillas? Yeah, absolutely. Just missing jam in there, and then it would be perfect. It's fine. Does it work? It does, of course.
Duel. 3. Turn up the heat.
Doesn't kill, unfortunately. So I remember some of the games I used to play versus this player, and he is notably a lot more passive than I remember. He's maybe forgotten how to play versus Auto, which is understandable if true. Nice DP. Oh, bursting there. Nice. He doesn't die, by the way, if it hits him, which is crazy. It's gonna burst soon. Nope. It's just gonna die, I guess. GG's. Yeah, I remember watching those VODs, yeah. I'm not sure how they went exactly, I just remember he was, I think, a lot more willing to chase using 236H. Which is good, you have to be doing that as Leo in this matchup. Turns out that run special is really good versus a character that has counter estate when doing some things that are really good in neutral, like drill, summon. Yeah, it's good versus Venom Ball Summon too, yeah. I actually don't know this, but I think Venom, you know how he like reaches upwards with his hand, with his arm, when he sets a ball, I think? You think his hurt box also extends upwards like Zato's? I think it does, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, that is expected behavior. I would be a little bit upset if it didn't, with how much Zato stretches up. I die inside when I see Zato 2H lose. It's like, it's so common now. It's so common, and I've seen it happen so many times now that it's like, yeah, this is a move that just sometimes gets you killed from a move that's like full screen away sometimes. That and 2S also. 2H 2S, just massive full screen hurtbox, essentially. Some exaggeration may have been used literally here. But sometimes not. Sometimes you literally get hit across the screen when you press 2S. Am I gonna get an ad? I wonder why it minimized here a little bit. Oh, nice movement. That's the type of stun dipper I like to see. But he got killed. The movement stun dippers and anti-approach greed severs. Those are the key Kai strategies. I put it off for a long time because there's not like a lot of Dizzy players that are. I think there aren't a lot of Dizzy players, period, that I play. So I put off watching Japanese videos of this character, but I think I should. Because every time I play. Like, every rare moment I play RTW, it's like, man, I know I can kill this guy so bad, but I need to, like, find out what I need to do in this, like, 1 or 2 spots. There's a good chunk of Dizzy players now. I hate it. Yeah, it is. It's an annoying character. Like, I used to have to deal with it a little bit more in the past when I used to go to offline tournaments and stuff. Not so much now. But it's kind of a cool character. Like, I would not be opposed to learning it at some point. Nice blitz. That's an actual good blitz. Oh man. If only you were playing plus Arkai, that JD might have worked. I have a feeling I might be called to stream. Also, I'm thinking maybe I should get a new controller, because the one I'm using right now is 4 years old plus, and everything's okay, all the buttons are fine, but the bottom, like, rubber pad thing that it has is kind of falling apart, and I could just, like, DIY paste another one on, I guess, but I think there are a lot more compact versions of hitboxes now that are kind of interesting. No, I was not called to stream. I know a few years ago there was a lot of hype around Snapbox, but I don't know how that's held up now. Let's see who I'm against. Oh, hold on. I'm against Cully, whom I don't know. I like bigger sticks. Yeah, I used to like that too. And I had the Trembot Dragon at the time because I was using a lever, and the lever was a Korean lever, plus the tension on it was insanely high, because that's kind of what I wanted at the time. So what would happen is you're pushing on the lever with a lot of force, left and right, so shift your stick inevitably, unless you have a heavier stick. And so a heavier stick I got, and that was the Dragon at the time. That was a cool stick. It was fun to play on. But I don't know if it was the stick itself so much as the lever that was fun. I like levers a lot. It was a fun time. Probably more fun to play on by a little bit than hitbox, probably, honestly. Alright, good luck. I think it's a alpha just now. Yep. Oh, I gotta switch my thing, but I can't until... Hold on. Oh my god, I'm cheating. I'm sorry. Okay, I can do it now. Okay, I cheated for like half a second by alt-tabbing. I'm sorry. No gameplay? Yeah, we fixed that, don't worry. Thank you. Oh, please don't hit me! Okay, that's fine. I didn't get hit that bad. I could have been punished so much harder there. Yeah, that was the best possible bridle angle there. You can't do that. That is an illegal air bridle. Yeah, that was an illegal mash just now. I blocked. Okay, I gotta remember not to do that again because there are a lot of games to go and I have a solution. Should be fine now. What? Oh, Titty didn't whiff? Yeah, it's Elfelt has a wide hurt box when she's standing. Which is excellent news for Zato. That works. I might die. I don't die. The polar opposite of Elfelt is Venom, where his standing hurt box is so thin that a combo like that will 100% of the time not work. Even though it's just like 5p 2d. It's really sad to look at. Should die here. Should have died there. Man, Eddie range. See, like, I have to hold forward because I have to move Eddie forwards, but I can't block if I'm holding forwards. That's a problem. So, fake Oki. What? Bursts? There it is. That's not good. That's a gold burst. insane backdash, by the way. One thing I'll never understand is what the devs were thinking when they gave Zalto his 6H. Yeah, it's good in like 2 niche situations, and that's it. Alright, let me focus on the game real quick.
Keep on rocking.
Well, it was a little bit anticlimactic, but we got it. That was a better alpha player than I expected. Okay, so this time I'm going to not have this on during my game. Oh, getting an ad. I think ads are not as bad as before, although I could be just experiencing small sample size. Why is this not on? There we go. Oh, never mind, I'm on stream right now versus Cade, who's also a Lail player. I think I play Zato. Good luck.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Man. That must be like the one normal that works in that situation in the entire game. It's not gonna kill. Oh, and I kill. Nice. Just barely.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Leo, another wide hurtbox character while standing. I had to block the projectile, so I had to press back. But that moved Eddie backwards towards the projectile. Unfortunate. Might stun? No. It's pretty close. Try to mash something there. Maybe 2p.
Duel 2. All or nothing.
Try to SDP on a meaty drill. That's not gonna work. That is GG's. So what'll happen in a game versus a Leo player that will win against me is they are on top of their game when it comes to knowing when they have to use the run special, the 236H that they have. And that decision making basically separates the really, really good Leos. Because it is essentially their neutral. That and like really good I-80 jump-ins with JK. Yeah, the next one, I saw Elfelt. And Sin. Okay. That super is pretty low value there. I'm pretty sure Sin could have done a combo that doesn't involve using meter. that does the same-ish damage. Oh, what a burst. Oh, he's dead. It's not often you see really good players for Sin either. Pretty uncommon. And for some reason, all the good Sim players that I used to know also played other characters a lot. Like Kizzy also played Johnny. The guy at my locals also played Jacko. Some guy who now lives in Vancouver still, I think, also plays like Answer alongside Sin. I don't know if it's a Sin thing. I even know someone online who plays Sin, but also plays Kum. It's every Sin player I know. Perhaps the lowest satisfaction character of all time. Oh, and if you want to look at it at a bigger scale, Sin. There was Machabo. Machabo used to play Sin, and then he also switched over to Kai. Sin's simple, so probably need a separate character for one. Maybe. I don't know if I completely buy the idea that just the character is too simple and that's why. But there could be something to it. So this is, I think, the last of the Swiss pools. Oh, and we're on an ad again. This is a long-ass ad. I think it's a full minute long. Just when I thought Twitch ads were not as bad as before. Oh, I'm playing versus Lazy. There was someone yesterday, I think, who was asking about this matchup, so this is a good response. Here is Zato Axel, which I haven't played in a long time, so just keep that in mind. Oh, hold on. Okay. Good luck. very messy.
Duel. Keep on rocking.
It's an axle limit right there. Wonder what the 3P was for. You can combo. Oh, very messy games. This is not the showcase I wanted for that guy yesterday.
Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock.
Didn't want to knock down like that using Eddie, but it is what it is.
Duel. 2. All or nothing. Duel. 3. Turn up the heat.
Die, Axel Bane. You deserve it for playing this character. Alright, GG's. Oh wait, this is not my room. So I think now we are on top 8. I kind of imagine Faust has a similar issue as in these auto matchup where all these all these projectiles and things that Dizzy can put out are problematic because he's such a big character hurtbox wise. Yeah, he's gaming. But I don't know, maybe he has some weird hitbox interactions with his buttons that makes it not so bad. This is Leo versus Jam. Oh, that's a lot of stun for one. I think you could stun maybe if he did the full combo there and it didn't kill early. But I think Jam, does Jam have high stun rating? I should know this. Yeah, Jam has high stun rating. So probably not up to a stun. Oh, I don't think that... yeah. It would have been absurd if the super worked there. There's the Gem Psydust BMB. It's not easy to DP like that, by the way, when your opponent is that far away. But the Jam player wins game 1. Leo players don't think. Hey, there's a point at which some Leo players evolve enough brain cells to be able to think. Some of the time. But you're right, even when I play Leo, I'm not really thinking, to be honest. Well, I'm different from the Leo players because, first of all, I'm not thinking, so that part is a commonality. But second of all, I'm thinking I want to play Guile. And that is what separates me. I want to play Guile or I want to play Remy, but Remy is not a thing in this game, unfortunately. Can you imagine like a high-low profile, no, high-low projectile character in this game? It would probably suck ass because of IEDs existing. It would have to be a character where you have two different projectiles. One of them covers the bottom half of the screen, So like from the ground up to a little bit above the head of the character. So it's just below I-80 range. And then the other projectile that it has covers the opposite side, so the top part of the screen. That's how big it would have to be. It's like Leo H-Boom, and you can choose between one that's on the ground and one that's in the air, all the way above your head. Then you'd be saying, okay, this is like truly the Remy of Guilty Gear. Dizzy, or that's not what you meant? Dizzy, kind of, but it's not good enough. It has to be better. You know how like Dizzy has the fish with the lasers? The laser would have to be like Leo's H-Boom big for it to work in that way. Then you can say, yeah, I'm playing some Remy. The thin, tiny little lasers that Dizzy has, not good. Not good enough. Or, you know, hold on. No, there's an example in Plus R. It's Justice. So Justice kind of does this too, where she has the nukes. Justice is really fun to play. Although I don't really play the character that much, but very fun character to play, and arguably very fun character to play against. Although I play Kai, so it's a sad time. Justice being able to dash around the screen for 25 is kind of insane, yeah. There's a lot of kind of insane things in that game, and it is wonderful. It really has the... or I should say it's the other way around, like, Dota has the energy of Guilty Gear where everyone is OP. And Plus R really takes that to an extreme. I still think Kai's the most fun character in that game, though. I don't know exactly why, but Kai in that game is incredibly fun. And I know he's not that good in terms of matchup spreads and things like that, but just having like some combination of the tools that he has makes it click so well for me. And all that is almost... oh, I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. You're gonna hear the Wuthering Waves intro sound for like 2 seconds. Okay, I closed it. Okay, I am on stream again. So, good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, it's a Milia player. Do I want to play Zato? Do I want to play Zato? Do I want to play Zato? Oh, I think I have to. I have to play Zato. Good luck. Oh man, I'm kind of regretting it now. I shouldn't have picked Zato. We're playing Zato. Why do they not block there?
Duel 2. Keep on rocking.
I feel like a dead angle's coming, maybe? No. Here? No. Still no overhead. Nice. I win. I win. I win harder than if you didn't burst, because you used burst. That's how it works. I won like 120%. No, I won 140% because I'm playing versus Milia. See, this is the mentality it takes to play this matchup and this character. Oh, please. Nice. Oh, and he died. I didn't know. I didn't want that. Well, I wanted a sneaky grab there, but it didn't work. I kind of messed up the execution. One more for stun. There we go. GG. Is this first to 2 or 3? I can't tell if this is a bracket match or not. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's 2. When the other person knows the matchup, it becomes so hard to play. The difference is, essentially, the Milia player will know how to pressure using pin, like pressure my decision to use Eddy Summon or Drill in neutral. And so those options essentially get locked away if you're playing neutral. You also get every combo routed into Secret Garden routes. Oh, that was White Beast that I just played. I think I've always seen his name, but I don't think I ever played him before. Might be changed his name too much. Oh, that could be why. So I probably have played him before a lot then. Always seems to use that color too. I never not used the basic palette, the basic color for characters in fighting games, because I thought I didn't like the idea that people felt ownership of a color. I thought that was really dumb. And I think it's most pronounced in Smash, which I don't play, but I've heard that people like get really upset over that shit. it seems very petty and dumb. Like, it's not going to be that level of ego in Guilty Gear or most other fighting games, but still, like, I think some small part of it exists for some people. People definitely remember you for the color, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, like the example you just gave for Fed. Oh, I think the first time I encountered something like that was in when I used to play League of Legends, and it was like people would pick certain skins for characters because it's like, oh, my favorite player picks this skin always, so I'm gonna do it too, and I'm gonna be as good as this player. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I like Zato colors a lot since it also changes Eddie. Yeah, there's like the pink Eddie. There's one where he's, I think, wearing yellow, and he is very tan. That one is pretty good too. And I'm also a fan of the one where he has the Polish palette where he's red and white. That one is good too. You know how Chip's Christmas palette changes his model a little bit by, or not changes his model, but it makes his nose red, right? I think there are other palettes like that, or is that the only one? That's the closest we've ever gotten to having costumes in Guilty Gear. Oh, these are very similar colored character palettes on screen. Oh, I did used to play this very light pastel palette for May when I first started playing, and I don't remember why. I think it was because it was reminiscent of the character I used to play in the first fighting game I played, in Soku. Because I played like also another like pinkish cloth wearing character in that game with that palette. but then I quickly switched over to default. Nice pickup. Wonder if that JD knocks down without the follow-up hits. Man, I like thinking about Soku, but I don't think I want to play it again, to be honest. It's a fun game to theory craft about, and that's it. And if you haven't played it, I would highly recommend you play it, because it is very cool. It's an anime fighter, kind of, but it's the furthest you'll get from what you can classify as a fighting game, while still being a fighting game. Yeah, Toho Gaming. It's like a fighting game with a cycling weather system and deck building, and the most insane air movement you'll ever see in any game other than the other Toho fighting games. And the problem always with Soku, at least when I used to play it, like before 2018-ish, the problem it had at the time was the majority of the players in that scene were not really FGC. And so what that implies is these are not players who are used to the concept of going to locals. These are not players who are used to going to like general fighting game tournaments. And so the fact that this game is really popular and has a lot of people playing it online was just never publicized ever. Like, you would see side games at Anime Evo, like Aquapazza and that kind of stuff, even like ABK. And these are games that do not have the fraction of the player base that Soku had at the time, and they would still get featured in these tournaments. And Soku was non-existent at the time. Like, now there are tournament organizers and stuff that will bring it to Soku, or will bring it to tournaments and run it. But that was before a certain TO got really involved in Chicago. But the point stands, like, it's been really popular. Like, there are a lot of people playing it. It's just not really well known by quote-unquote traditional FGC people. The game also has the benefit of being able to run on very, very potato computers. So my old laptop that I used to have was not capable of playing YouTube videos at 1080p without lagging severely. And it was still capable of running Soku without any issues. Wow, big 6p and a confirm. In terms of being a little bit more familiar for Guilty Gear players would be Eternal Fighter Zero. And that game was pretty fun too. Like, I played a little bit of it. But the player base, number one, is significantly smaller. I don't know how it's doing now. And the game is really jank in a arguably really good way. But it is super jank. And the people who like it will play it as their only game that they ever play for the rest of their life. It's just that good if it clicks. Oh, I think I've seen this LFL player too. Did I play this person? I don't think I did. I think it was a different Alfelt earlier. Yeah, it was a different person. This is Elfelt Leo. Leo again. There are some characters where I can never be 100% confident when I'm playing them in tournaments. Leo is one of them. There's just too many like huge variables when it comes to this character. It's kind of like Pot, where Pot can also do that. Like, if you do this one specific thing in a bad, unintended way, he'll just kill you, right? Leo has that too, kind of, but it feels a lot more secure or safe from the Leo player's perspective. Oh, nice one. That was a high IQ bridal for Elfelt standards. Nice combo. If only the Pineberry also landed there, that would have been kind of cool. I think Elfelt would be too OP if you could control when the explosion happens. Like, you hold down, I don't know, you hold down D, and when you let go of D, it explodes. Kind of like a simpler version of Batista Gems. Well, I saw Under Night was supposedly at EVO, which is like, man, maybe I picked the wrong game. But I don't know how popular the game actually is, like how active. Actually, I can just look it up on SteamDB. Hold on. How active is Under Night? I think it's called Under Night System Celeste. Okay, it's not like that much popular. That much more popular than Xrd. It's 180 peak in the last 24 hours. Xrd had like 120. Uni feels way more dead. It could be because there's a lot more talk surrounding Guilty Gear, right? Because there's Plus R, there's Xrd, there's Drive even. And these are different games, but like they're all kind of connected at least. Whereas for Uni, it's just Uni, that's it. You could kind of say it has Melty Blood too. But Melty and Uni feel way more different than like Guilty Gear and Guilty Gear's Drive. Like Strive is a bastardized version of Guilty Gear, but Uni and Melty are just different games. I think I root for the Leo player here, which is good since he's gonna win. Nice. Very good. Very good. Excellent. This raises my win percentage by maybe like 1%. I am now up against Lazy again. Good luck.
versus Axel. Get ready. We've got a newcomer. Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock. Counter. Duel. 2. Keep on rocking. Counter.
I'm dead here. And he has meter to continue it too.
Duel. 3. Turn up the heat.
Damn, not fast enough. Too FD.
Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock. Duel. 2. Turn up the heat. Counter.
Oh, you got baited. You can't press a button there. You're at 1 HP. But you know, if you're in the actual player's shoes there, it's so tempting to press a button to kill Adi.
Duel. One. Let's rock.
Zato JS. I want an FD.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat. Duel 3. All or nothing.
Oh, I'm dead. Man. I thought he would not... I thought he would think that I would not go for such a brain dead option. But he knew. GG's. I think it's double limb, at least. Let me check. Oh, it's a tiebreaker. Too bad. Man, this is a matchup I know I can win if I play like 10 more games. It's too bad. It's one of those where there's a lot of room to spend a lot of time playing the game versus the person to try and figure out what the other guy is doing. It takes a long time for that setup, for that matchup. Because relatively, other characters, you generally can kind of figure out what the player is thinking a little bit faster. I think Axel takes a little bit more time. So I play one more game. I hope I can find someone to play after this. I think I still have a bit of time. Oh, let me put this one on. Oh, he wanted DP after 2H. I think there's any normal in the game that beats the super. Like if you press some button, it has enough, I don't know, upper body invul that it just goes through the super. I don't think you can even low profile it with like Soul 2D. Is that a real combo? The thing in the 2H? 2H and I assume DP? He's using this move a lot for combos right now. This game, when you're playing netplay, is now, objectively speaking, it is like a different game than it was pre-rollback, in the sense that the input delay you're working with is significantly lower than it used to be. And compared to offline, like PS4s or arcade cabs, the difference in input delay that you have kind of changes the way you interact with things also. Like right now this is 1 to 2 frames between these people. You can compare that to the 4 or 5 frames that you normally have on offline setups that aren't PC. $6K nothing. I can't imagine playing offline leg. It's pretty different, and the annoying thing is, it's only natural that the frequency in which you play offline on these leg gear setups is going to be so much lower than anything else you do with the game, because you're going to be playing at home, you're probably on a PC, you're definitely net playing on a PC. So that ratio of time spent on low input delay versus time spent on high input delay is going to be by far in favor of the lower input delay. So the only thing you can really do if you want is raise your game's input delay.
Good luck.
But do I play Auto? I think I play Auto. I kind of want to play Koom, but I think I'm playing Auto. Okay. Good luck. Oh, hold on. Wait. Okay, I got it.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Super will not kill him here.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat.
I wanted them on the other side, but that's okay.
Duel 3. Keep on rocking.
That would have hit Leo, by the way, if I didn't block that normal so soon. You dead angle too early.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Does that work? It does.
Duel 2. Keep on rocking.
Man, look at that range. Is this first to 2 or 3? Normally, this is like the equivalent of losers finals, so it should be 3, if it's following that logic.
Duel 2. All or nothing. Duel 3. Turn up the heat.
Damn. A little closer than I want it to be. I don't know if it's 2 or 3. You decide.
Good luck.
Alright, GG's. It would have been nice to win, but such is the nature of short games. Now we go and look for games once more. Wish it was a normal bracket? Yeah. Because the way this is structured, I win every single match, I lose one game in the top 8, and then I'm out. Alright, I got a person to play. I think I'll stick on Zato unless I see a Jacko or a Baiken.
We've got a newcomer.
Oh, it's Amelia. Okay, I'm probably gonna do maybe like 20 games max.
Heaven
Oh, hold on.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, what am I doing? And also, yeah, I think it's probably a little bit more fun from a like a viewing perspective to just have a standard double wheel. Which isn't the purpose of this tournament at all. So, like, it serves the... It does what the TOs wanted to do, which is it's a player-focused tournament where they're trying to give everyone the maximum number of games to play, which is like cool in its own regard. It also helps for tourney setting, just using right format and around deck. Yeah. But what can you do? See, I know Milias want to jump at you when I'm full screen, so what do? I air dash JD. And it usually works. Oh. That combo never works on Milia, by the way, 5H into forward roll. And I mean never literally. I think there's no distance at which that combo will work on this character while standing. But it is not pressure. I don't have much to say when it comes to something like this because it's very common. It's very common because it's like the first step of someone who's trying to learn the game, which is you don't have the you don't have your set play ready yet. And so the thing that's going to give you the most output, the most like overall win percentage that you can do with the least amount of effort is just fixing your Oki. And that's gonna really make you win more. Just by doing that. And it's an easy thing to fix because it's like, you don't have to think about the fighting game parts at all, which is like interacting with your opponent. It's just, make sure that your execution of this thing that you do can loop into itself without failing. And once you have that, it's smooth sailing. Like, can you 2D into run disc into have two options between overhead and low? And if you can't do that over and over and over and over, then the good news is you have a lot to improve for relatively very little effort. And the bad news is you're just starting. That is the beginning of learning fighting games. Or more specifically, it's the beginning of playing Guilty Gear, because some other games you don't really need the single player execution nearly as much. While you're playing Third Strike Chun, you don't need any of that. You just need to know how to press a button. That's it. You need to know how to press a button and confirm it into Super. That's it. 2 things to play Chun. Until you start playing versus actual Third Strike players that have like 20 years experience on the game.
Duel 2. Keep on rocking.
It'd be kind of mean to do, but like if you were to count the number of times I get knocked down in this set, and also the number of times that I actually have to guess on something, the number of times I need to guess is going to be really low, because oftentimes it'll be like the execution isn't there to actually set up the Oki. And that's a problem when you're playing Melia. It's a problem when you're playing any character in this game, but especially Melia. Like Melia or like even Zato. It'll be problematic on Zato too.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat.
What was that? So like that's kind of the equivalent of a knockdown, and then I didn't really have to guess anywhere. All I had to do was just jump out. Alright, he got the knockdown. No, he didn't. It's kind of okay because he didn't tuck. See, nothing here, also. There was a 5D, but the 5D it's not timed properly to do anything. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna do like 20 games.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, there's the first mix I've seen. Now I need to see the mix, and then have it loop into another mix. Completing that is step 1 of Melia.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat.
kind of weird. I see some parts of the things you need to play Milia here. Like kind of the way this person is moving around on the screen. Like yeah, it's kind of there, but for some reason the O key is so far behind. And again, it's not like a bad thing completely, because again, it's some of the easiest thing you can do to fix your game. So there's a lot of improvement to be easily made in this case. That's not real.
Duel 2. Keep on rocking.
Oh, I can't do that. Burst? No bursts? Yeah, we have a beginner extra player at locals. He's got the movement and neutral down, but he has like no combos or OP on Milia yet. I'm guessing these are like other game players that came to Xrd recently, maybe? Maybe they played like Strive Milia. But if you play Strive Milia, you should know how important the Oki is, right? Or does that game's Milia just not play that way? Just tell him to disc, that's all you need to. Yeah, well. I am seeing a weird amount of 5D as the Oki option. But we can just chalk that up to lack of experience. Like, that pin wasn't too bad. If you were to rate the goodness of each pin that's being used right now, like, it's not too bad. It's like a solid 5 out of 10. And like, he's not jumping, he just ran up, pressed buttons, and it worked. It's pretty good. Yeah, he's played like BBCF, BB Tag, Skullgirls.
Duel 2. Keep on rocking.
That's tough. Knockdown in the corner, full eddy gauge. There's some meter.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
You know, as much as Zato pressure is scary, and like people say it's scary, Zato is not the worst character that you could be blocking in this game, by far. Like, it's much scarier to be blocking a Milia that has Secret Garden setups, or an Ino doing any Ino thing. Surprisingly enough, Zato is not like too bad to block. If anything, I feel like, imagine a Johnny level 3 that has you in the corner. That feels a lot more scarier to me than Zato, to be honest. You can't do that. Level 3 Johnny at max risk. Oh, something really easy you can do versus Zato also, if you're Milia, is your backdash is insane. That backdash is so good against mid-screen drills that if I ever do a Oki as a drill mid-screen, you can basically always backdash out of it, and it's pretty bullshit from the Zato perspective.
Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock.
Decides to throw there. See, even that didn't work. 5H close roll. Nice throw. Again, I feel like this person with this Oki would not have gone for the throw, usually. I'm gonna go up to 20 games. And also, like, the way he's using JD here, where he's trying to catch me on the ground using it, that's pretty uncommon. Like, you'll see it when you're playing good Milia players as Zato. So again, there's just kind of a weird dissonance in skill. I could air dash JD there and it would have worked. I think I'm not doing it a lot because, or I think I didn't do it there because I don't want it to become a bad habit on my end. Oh, you can't do that. See you like that. Oh. And then he doesn't have the combo. See, that's not a mix. That is not a real disc. That's a dead angle attempt.
Duel. 2. Keep on rocking.
See, there it is. A little too high. That angle, no?
Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock.
Now the unfortunate part is, a lot of the time when you see players like this, they don't end up playing the game in the end. Like, they don't fully invest into it. Because they very oftentimes become disheartened that the results that they want, or like more accurately, the results that they know they can get if they just play the game more, isn't coming to them. Like, they're frustrated that the things that are happening in their head can't be replicated on the screen due to just execution issues, and so that causes them to quit sometimes. You can't do that. See, every time air dash JD, and he's trying to do something in the air.
Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock.
That was kind of real mix just now. Just going for the 2K into something. All Eddie attacks do chip damage.
Duel. All or nothing.
I thought he was gonna burst bait me because he did a normal jump after JD, and usually you only see that if if the person's going for a burst bait. That's a Zato moment. Could have RC'd and did anything to kill me. But that kind of thing is the most indicative of lack of playtime on the game. Whereas, like, if you just play the game more, that kind of thing just kind of comes to you. Like, oh, my opponent's at 10 HP, I just need to RC and literally press anything, and I'll win. That's a game time issue. Oh, it's Kai.
Get ready to rock. Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock. Counter.
Might this be the main character? Oh, what is that? Wait till he learns that I can reflect Stun Edge. That is not fortified.
Duel. 2. All or nothing.
You can't do that. I'm seeing things I don't like. I'm seeing things I don't like way more than on Amelia.
Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock.
Kai has too many moves that enable bad behaviors. You have Greed Sever, you have Stun Dipper, you have a DP, you have a big ass normal in 2H. You have a big poke in Far Slash. There's too many bad habit forming things that it has. You have that too, Greed Sever. What new players really need is a good old fundamental character like Zato to teach you the basics. Greed Sever in that spot. What's bad habit forming between Far Slash and 2H? They're really good at what they do. And so you start to find out that your Far Slash, or your poke, and your anti-air can be used in ways that normally this game doesn't allow you to do. And so it can form over-reliance on those tools. Oh. See, that was pretty good. That's a really good super usage. Oh my god. That was like kind of whatever, but the RTL from before, that was really good. Is Shadow Gallery YRC worth the meter penalty as auto? If I'm using it, yes. The bigger question is, should I have used Shadow Gallery to begin with? And that's a much more difficult thing to answer, but the YRC itself, yes, it's worth it. Oh, you can't do that. It's only a little bit less bad compared to something like... Well, I guess like Greed Sever is the worst one, where it's like it's not even good at it. It's not even good at what it's trying to be used for, which is an overhead. Like it's not really an overhead you mix people with, kind of. In the same way that you don't really use Raven command grab as like a super common mix, right? Oh. I wish this person was actually hit confirming that into super. That would be cool. If they were. Why doesn't the 5B work?
Let's rock.
What is that? If we get rid of this player's Greed Sever, I think the quality of gameplay would go up significantly. Oh my god, why? Okay. The most extreme example of that was one time I got rid of my up button on a different game, so I couldn't jump as much to try and get rid of a habit that I had. And it turns out it kind of works. If you can't press the button, that habit will die. Like, it'll play significantly worse because jumping is a core aspect of basically any game. But it's only really affecting your wins in netplay games, which is like, who cares? I'd rather see S stun edge. Time to leave this playing while I'm working on a Doom map. Damn, have fun. But thank you for having the stream on, at least. Oh. See, that's not worth it. Sometimes, there are moves that will have you trade with Eddie. They're like Kai's SDP, Leo's SDP. And if you're trading, you recover. Or well, if you counter it, you don't recover, but like sometimes there are scenarios where that can be worth it, but this is not one of them. There was a cool little thing earlier too. So he jumped, and then he was at a position where normally you would imagine that he would air dash at you. So the response from the other player will be, well, I got an anti-air by using like 6p. And he knows this, so he, instead of doing air dash, lands, runs up, and presses a button. It's very much like a non-player of this game has experience elsewhere but is new to this game kind of thing.
Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock. Counter.
2 screens and 1 dedicated to your stream. Nice. I have a vertical monitor as my second monitor, and it is pretty useful. I think 1 landscape monitor, 1 vertical monitor, and then 1 more landscape monitor is the perfect setup.
Duel. 2. Keep on rocking.
And I used to have that, and then I got rid of 1 of the monitors when I had to move a long time ago. Oh, 2H into DP immediately. See, like, imagine you take this player and the way they're playing neutral and doing everything that they're doing, except every time there's a combo, it's just better. It knocks down or does more damage, one or both of those things every time. It's pretty solid. A pretty solid Kai player. Except for like the enhanced H stunnages for some reason, and the random greed severs, I guess. But otherwise, pretty solid. Like, he's gonna H. Oh no, he did S.
Turn up the heat.
What was that? I think Soul and Strive has a similar issue where there are some people who will just become so accustomed to using special moves only to accomplish certain things that all they'll do ever is only use special moves. And this is like a slightly less worse version of that right now. That existed with Exord Soul too. Like, you see a lot of Fafnirs, just random ass BB. BBs all the time. Oh. I think I said I was going to do 20 games. I think I did 14 games against Amelia. So I'll check what I'm at right now. There we go. We're seeing S stunnages, finally. What was that? Alright, you've chosen death by DPing. Did we do 6? I think we did more than 6. Yeah, we're at 9. We'll do 10. Oh. Are we done? I think we're done. Okay, yeah, we're done. Okay, that is all. I think I'm going to probably join more of these tournaments in the following weeks. And I've claimed the position of the only Zato that is producing Zato footage in 2025. Although I've seen some other netplay Zatos in North America. Like, I saw Mad Hatter here some time ago. And I know Beautiful Dude has been streaming, but not Exord. So we'll see how this scene continues. Okay, see you around. I'm gonna be back later.